Welcome to another episode of Clear Lake Connections, where we talk to the people behind the businesses of Bay Area Houston, proudly sponsored by UTMB Health. Today's special guest is Jennifer Simmons, the owner of Magical Moments Vacations.
Correct.
Tell me how you got into the vacation business. What got you hooked?
Well, my husband Richard and I have 2 kids, and we love to do Disney. And we did so many Disney trips seemingly back to back to back that I was like, why don't I do that? I love this. Why don't I start planning Disney trips? And so he was on board, and I found a great company to work with, Magical Moments Vacations. I became an independent contractor with them, and now I get to plan Disney trips and other trips for when I can't go on my own personal trips because money.
But for the Disney specifically, you got to do a lot of training, right? There's some certifications involved.
They have their own college of Disney knowledge that you have to graduate through, and all of the suppliers that I work with have their own set of training that you have to do in order to book with them with all the knowledge that you need.
So what is it about Disney in particular that gets you?
It's such a magical place. People say that the magic is gone. It's not gone. There is so much magic at Disney. You just go and you feel like a kid again. And we just love that. Some of our core memories as a family happened at Disney. So we just love to go there. Now we've kind of booked into Universal a lot as the kids have gotten older. Emily and I just booked our own trip to Europe this year to go see Taylor Swift. And it's been great branching out into different things.
So it sounds like, first of all, you had a love of travel, and
Yes.
you were able to take that passion and parlay that into a business.
Yes. And it makes it so much fun, because if I could travel all the time, I would. But we can't travel all the time, so I get to help other people travel and make their own memories.
And so what are your top maybe 2 or 3 tips for somebody planning to go to Disney? Because Disney is very unique in
It
how...
It is. First, I would say don't panic. Second, I would say call me. And there's a lot that you could worry about with Disney. I encourage my clients to go and have a good time. Focus on the family, focus on the friends that you're with, and just having a good time. Let me worry about all the details.
What's your favorite park in Disney?
Oh gosh, Magic Kingdom's just special.
Still?
It is,
the OG?
but we love Epcot and all the countries in the back. I never thought my kids would love the countries in the back. They do. It's so fun.
That's where Disney gets it right. Even if, like you said, something that you wouldn't necessarily think kids would like, they seem to enjoy.
They make it
like
fun.
Epcot, yeah.
They do. They have all kinds of live entertainment in the World Showcase, and rides back there, and all kinds of food that you might be scared to try. Try it at Disney. Try little bits and pieces. It's wonderful.
But it's not just Disney. You said you booked a trip to Europe to go see
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
Yes. I do Europe. We do cruises. All kinds of travel. It's so much fun.
And I think people think, oh, I've got the internet, but there's certain expertise that you get not only through those trainings, but through your experience of helping people through this process.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about that, and then why that's so important.
Well, one of the things that I think is so important in helping people with their travel, you're right, you can get on the internet yourself and do it. But let's say an unforeseen circumstance occurs, and you now have to reschedule some aspect of your trip. You need help doing something else. That's what I'm here for. You can get completely flustered trying to solve a problem while you're on vacation, be it overseas, be it on the seas. And that's my job. My job is to help you with all aspects of your trip, pre, during, and post. So the training that I go through really helps me know how to solve problems quickly, know how to find the best pricing to start out with, and know, based on your needs, the best trip for you, the best accommodations and things like that.
Yeah, and I think people thought that the internet would kind of break, the travel business. But I've noticed, and it's been my experience, that you as a travel agent or agency have access to things that the public doesn't have access to.
It can be true. It can be true. And there are some companies who have gotten into bulk trip sales, and sometimes that's great, but you have to know what you're getting into. And a lot of times, if you book it yourself, or if you book a trip through a bulk vendor, you're not going to get that personalized treatment. If you have an issue, they're not going to be there for you. They're not looking out for, what is Jameson's best trip going to look like? It's more, here's what we have to offer. If you want it, take it. Whereas I look at each client and what they want from their trip and go from there.
So personalization is really the key thing you're going to be able to offer people.
It is. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what type of trip do you what's your favorite type of trip to plan? Like family, like what is it that if you said you had a niche, what would it be?
I would say family travel. I've done a lot of multi-generational travel where it's the parents, the grandparents, the kids, and they all go together. I've done a lot of multi-generational cruises, and now I'm doing some multi-generational Europe, and it's just fun to find trips where everybody can be happy and have a great time enjoying each other.
So it sounds like you're really leaning into European travel.
I am.
What are some of the hot spots right now over there?
Oh my gosh, Greece is huge right now, and Italy and France are always huge. But some of the Mediterranean cruises are really getting popular.
Yeah, and they're actually fairly affordable.
They are.
Comparatively. I mean,
and one of the beautiful things is you only have to unpack one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you still get to go visit all these different locations.
Yeah, because my wife loves cruising. I prefer off the boat, and so you're right. The Mediterranean and the Greek cruises are a nice balance because, like you said, you unpack once,
right?
But you're in a different port every day.
Yes, you wake up somewhere new.
Yeah.
Wake up somewhere new, and you get to go experience that country or city or port or wherever you are, and get to experience as much culture as you want.
So it's a great way for people who want to dip their toe into a European trip to do some type of cruise.
Yes, or if they have a
that.
list of cities that they want to visit, but they don't like to travel so much, this is a perfect answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you did go see Taylor Swift, or you're going to go?
We did go.
Okay, where did you go?
We did. We went to Zurich.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a friend at work that did the same thing.
Okay.
And it was cheaper, actually. The tickets were cheaper to go see her in Europe than buying them here.
Exactly.
Which
And
is
we heard that too. Miami, it was much cheaper to see her overseas than to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
So, what's the plan? What would you like to see this business blossom into?
Oh my gosh. I would love for people to start seeing the value of using somebody to book their travel instead of them trying to take it on themselves. People can do it. I mean, people have done it for a long time, but to be able to sit back and relax and tell somebody else what you want to do so you can enjoy every part of it. It's not stressful for you. And think about those things that, life is short. Don't save the trip for when you have time, because you're not going to.
Yeah.
It's like a baby. You don't have time. There's no good time to have a baby. Just have a baby. Just take the trip.
I think travel is probably one of the best things you can do to kind of to experience the world and broaden your horizons and really when you come home you'll feel you'll be like, okay, I really do live in a great country. It was nice to visit, but
yes.
So I imagine you experienced that with your family.
Very much so. I mean, we always love to travel. It's always good to come home, but it's so great to see so many different ways of life and different ways to vacation with family. You've got the adventurous vacation. You have the theme park vacation, the energy vacation. You've got the relaxing vacations. And it's fun to experience all of them.
So what do you think for this coming year, 2025? What do you think are going to be the hot destinations for travel?
I think you'll be seeing more people wanting to explore cultures specifically and education about countries. I'm seeing that a lot instead of just the go chill on the beach, which is also great. People are wanting to understand different cultures and experience things that we don't always do here. Try the different foods, try the different classes, take a wine tasting class in Italy, baking class. Emily and I, my daughter, we did a baking class in France with a French chef. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things are starting to skew towards experiences and
They
not
are.
just destinations.
Not just destinations and relaxing. It's cultural, educational, and relaxing.
Yeah, I read recently about a new hotel in Mexico in Xcaret, I think it was, and it was all based around exactly what you were talking about: local foods, art, culture, things
Right.
like that.
They're starting to bring some of that into the resort so people don't necessarily have to leave. It's great.
So what's your next big trip?
Oh, gosh. Well, right now it's to Orlando for my daughter's pageant. So,
Okay.
yes, Orlando, here we come.
So you'll
Again.
get in a little Disney or Universal. at
Yes,
the
a
same
little
time.
Universal
Okay.
and a little Disney Springs.
So how can people reach out to you?
You can reach out to me on Facebook, Jennifer Simmons, Magical Moments Vacations. You can reach out to me on the Chamber website. I'm listed there too, all under Magical Moments.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank
Pleasure
you,
having you.
Jameson.